Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into round number 10 of the Ride365.com Nationals powered by Versus PC. Live here on SYS TV. It is the one, it is the only Kellen Brower in booth. Joined, first of all, I just want to welcome in Chris Riesenberg. What's up, Chris?
Hello, hello. It's Rage Factory Moped Driving Competitions, baby.
Right on. Chris is joining us in the 450 action tonight, and Aaron Hemphill is still in booth. What's up tonight, Aaron? How's it going?
I'm drunk.
Aaron is drunk. That is what I like to hear. If you guys need Chris to be turned up at all, please let me know in chat stream. We have 450 action coming up, and right now on the track, it is 450 consolation race, led by Chris's favorite teammate, I would assume, Brandon Holdsworth.
Oh, he's pretty rad. He's been holding her down for the team here in the consolation races in the back of the 450 pack all season long.
I see what you did there.
I'm starting not to feel my tongue now.
Aaron can't feel his tongue, and Holdsworth is leading over Heagney and Wild Out Wheeler Boy.
Wow, Wheels just went from 5th to 3rd about half a lap ago. He was outside looking in, so lots of action on the track. Map model, system decal, 101, final transfer spot. Jack Fowler had one, but he is outside right now. Brady White's disconnected, so now is the battle for the last transfer, and who knows if Wheels will actually finish the moto or just pull over and say, see ya. He did just throw a nice whip over the finish line.
Yeah, not too sure. Obviously, we have no idea with Wheels' situation with the kid and trying to help run the race and all that stuff. Sometimes he just pulls over, like you said, and he's got Jack Fowler to deal with here in the Consi. Chris,
If I'm Jack Fowler, I just run his ass off the track because we all know Wheels ain't taking the time to protest.
it's good to have you back, Chris, because it was a little lonely, I must say, when the Erode came out and you were missing in action. It was a little lonely. That was sad.
Yeah, I'm watching this track here. It looks bumpy and ruddy, but I don't see him changing, and it's just kind of lame.
It's confusing, huh? Like,
We ain't taking another shot.
I'm not too sure what gender this track is.
I don't know, but a road is awesome. Hey, should we talk about some 450 qualifying as we watch this last transfer battle on screen?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me about it.
Hey, guess who the top qualifier is?
Jesse Mullins.
It's not Jesse Mullins.
What?
It's this guy. It's I can't even remember his name. It's been so long since he's raced. I thought he was boycotting RF, but he decided to show up for the last 2 rounds of the Nationals, I guess.
Oh my god, Chris, tell us.
It's
I'm jumping in my seat right now. No, I'm not.
Hunter Root. Hunter Root is the top qualifier in the 450 division.
Is that guy that likes to go looking for tree roots on the ground?
Well, while he's out hunting. Oh wait, we got to change for the last transfer. Jack Fowler's moved up to 4th. Matt Models dropped to 5th. Michael Wheeler's battling for the lead. Oh, he slides out. He was trying to paddle his teammate right there. Brandon Holdsworth holding her down here on the last lap. This is going to be an epic finish. Jesse Mullins was our number 2 qualifier. Jeremy Smith, unfortunately injured. Can't ride the real Budds Creek, so he's here simming it up with us. But let's see, is Wheels going to pull over, or is he going to finish? As Brandon Holdsworth holding down the lead. Heagney runs 3rd, Fowler 4th, and Matt Model is 11 seconds out in 5th.
How many people transfer over?
4.
4, okay.
Yeah.
And Wheels is pulling off, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I don't know if he was pulling off so much as he landed on the side of the track.
No, he jumped. He turned to jump off the track on purpose.
Yeah, Wheels is not racing tonight. He just wanted to race the Consi. And instead, we were going to have Matt Model make it in? Question mark? Great.
Yeah, Matt Model, if he actually finishes the race, he probably thought, oh man, I blew it.
Boner, hold your turn.
And
if he doesn't hurry up, Wheels will pass him though.
Oh, it's a battle to the line. Is it going to be Wheels
cuts.
or Matt Model? Oh, over the line, and Wheels is going to get the spot.
He got
the spot. He got it on cuts. Oh, Wheels, you're an idiot.
But we love you. I think. I'm not sure.
Oh, man.
All right, so back to qualifying. Jeremy Smith was 3rd. Matt Burkeen, 4th fastest. Holy crap, I haven't seen that speed from Burkeen in a long time. Cameron, well, since Supercross at least. Cameron Lee, Mattias Janis. What the hell is he doing in the top 6? Adam Holm, James Armstrong, Kevin Frozaka.
Where's he from, though?
Fro. No, he's Fro. Frozaka.
Frozaka.
Frozappa.
Like Jeff Emmett?
Yeah, Frozaga, maybe? Would be cool. And 10th fast qualifier, Donkey
I thought you said
Devin
where
Davis.
he was from.
Devin Davis was 10th fastest? Are you kidding me? He actually
he just-
made it to the line tonight, even though he has a giant hole in the side of his DX3 Yamaha from a wild Jeremy Seabold? What?
Supposedly things were really interesting earlier. Threats being made against T-boning Mullins from the team Volcom Riders, which I guess Root and Fresquez have made up and they're back on a team together, and that Root should be the champion and all kinds of drama. So I'm expecting to see some good action tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this. This is awesome. Chris, have you got any Moto option keys to the race for us, perhaps?
Don't get cleaned out by a Volcom rider.
Okay, all right, I
Or
like it.
a Prime Design Graphics rider.
Okay,
Don't-
yep.
Don't ride backwards on the track.
That's a good one, too. Hunter Root has probably got to learn from that one.
And,
Eli. Just,
and get the whole shot. Yep, that's really, really important here.
Yeah, okay. I'll agree with it. No, so let's recap. We've got no T-bone by Volcom riders, no T-bone by Prime Design Graphics riders. Don't go backwards on the track, and get the whole shot.
Oh, why not? It's always fun to go backwards on the track.
Yeah, actually, I have another one that actually is important
All right,
here.
number 5.
Specifically because, well, this is a really unfair start, and there's always huge pileups. So you should have probably try-harded all week long to get a good gate pick, because it's actually really important here. A lot of rounds, it really doesn't matter. This one, it is extremely important.
All right, so need a good gate pick, need a good start. You need to not go backwards on the track, and you need to watch out for the Prime Designs Graphics or Team Volcom riders. So we've got 5 Moto option keys to the race here in the 450 Motos tonight, and I think they're all somewhat easy to follow as long as you got a good qualifying effort.
Hopefully it's just my offset that just went through the roof and not everyone's.
Mine did too for a second. I'm not too sure why. We saw something in the first moto. Not too sure what exactly happened there. Wheels did actually manually edit the scripts to allow Matt Model in. So Wheels not exactly playing by the Race Factor Gaming rules, allowing himself to be out of the consi and or the final moto tallies. Interesting.
Well, I mean, he makes the rules, so I guess he abides by them, sort of, right?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, time for the Versus PC.com one to watch as we get this warm-up lap underway, if I ever load in.
Well, before
Here at
that, from chat, Just Park the Plane says, Chase Blakely's computer restarted. I'm not too sure I'm too upset about that because Chase Blakely said I shouldn't be drinking on the streams this week. I think he needs to take a little bit of a chill pill there. Maybe his computer restarting will get him to rethink that whole theory. So, yeah. I am going to jump out of the general chat here so that doesn't make more noise. Oh, wait, I can't because it's the only chat room. Never mind.
Ba-da-dunk, ding.
All right, versus PC One Watch, Chris. Who you got?
Oh, well, I'm wondering if old Zach is going to get himself a podium, but he's going to be towards the front probably. So we don't want to pick him. We're not going to pick Hunter Root because he'll probably be towards the front. Oh, let's go with the Colonel. UID of numero dos, August Sanders. Let's see what Mr. Sanders is bringing to the table. I think I timed out, so we're going to load on back in.
Aaron, what do you think about that pick?
Oh, what? I was not paying attention.
I think I
sorry.
timed out too, Chris.
Jack Zers has joined the chat. No, actually, no one, just people haven't loaded in, clearly.
Interesting.
They're waiting for Devin Davis to load in.
In chat, by the way, it was confirmed that Chase Blakely's computer restarted and he did not make UID grab. Unfortunate for the number 20 BPC Husqvarna. Recent winner Here is your versus PC one to watch, though, Aaron. Take a good look at it. It's the number 40. August Sanders.
I don't remember picking him.
Huh?
I don't remember picking him.
You didn't pick him. It was Chris this time around. Can you not hear him?
I can. I wasn't paying attention.
Was that English or not?
More mumbling.
Man,
Paying attention.
whoever put ruts in the first turn, that was a really bad idea.
Yeah, it's a dick move. Oh, cartwheel into the background.
All right,
now
let's take some picks for the win here. Who do you guys got?
Hunter Root.
Do you think Root's just going to step in and dominate, huh?
No, actually, you know what? I think Fresquez is going to win because from what I gather from your fantastic pit reporting, Chris, is that the Team Volcom guys are going full send against Jesse Mullins tonight and want to make sure that Tyson can have a chance to win this championship. So I think Fresquez is going to win Moto 1.
I don't think so.
Oh, well, tell me what you think, Chris.
He's
I think it's going to be somebody different than all three of those guys. I just don't know who. It's not going to be Atom. It's going to be Jeremy Smith. I'm going JS4.
Go to bed, chemistry major. You just got crapped on.
Yep, Jeremy Smith. Because I don't think Hunter's out there to win. I think he's out there to screw with Mullins. I don't really have a lot of faith in Tyson right now to win. After last week struggling. I know, it sucks. I love me some Tyson. If he wins, I'd be stoked. And I think Jesse's going to be getting screwed with by the Volcom guys, so I don't think he's going to win. So I'm going all JS4. He has no drama around him. He's just going to go send it
That's
for the
a great
ladies.
picture of the crowd.
So, Aaron, Chris just picked Jeremy Smith, a.k.a. one of the best real-life racers we have on the track. Who have you got to win this race here?
I have no idea.
He sounded like a little girl.
Well, Chris, if you haven't been paying attention, Kellen and I have taken about 6 shots.
It's only going to get better from here, and I'll tell you what's going to get better from here. It's this 450 action from Budds Creek, round number 11. Who's going to get that whole shot?
Cameron Lee's got a good jump from the outside. James Armstrong on the inside. Jeremy Smith slides out, takes out half the field in turn number 1, I believe. James Armstrong is going to lead him out of the turn. Jeremy Siebel. And there's Kevin Frozaka going off the track. Somehow doesn't die. Good start for Fresquez. Kyle Ryder Robb up in the mix as well.
Siebel down
Dominic
in second.
Fro Tiberino.
Siebel has gone backwards, so it's a Volcom 1-2 right now.
I forgot about Armstrong as part of that Volcom squad as well that could do some damage. But Kyle Robb on the outside right now trying to make the move on
right now.
Fresqueezy.
You're smiling because of it.
Kyle Robb is trying to sneak down the inside of Fresquez. Contact! Robb's down.
Oh, we got TBR rider Dominic Fro Tiberino trying to make the move now on Fresquez. Reed Young, Dago Adamo, good start. He was 11th fastest qualifier this week, so just outside that top 10. Had obviously that great qualifying run last week and one good moto.
Yeah, we got Charles Gable up here again, Chris. Remember last week he got a good start and he ended up right near the front.
Burkeen up in 6th. Like I say, he qualified well. We haven't seen this speed from Matty B in a while. Fresh off a beer tent victory at Loretta Lynn's. And now he is big send official, trying to send it down the inside on Reed Young in the off camber. Gets into his back wheel, goes down. Adam Holm going to sneak by. Ryder Robb, even after that early fall off, up in the mix.
There's a plethora of guys in here, including our versus PC one to watch.
Oh,
August
Tiberino
Sanders.
down in 3rd. He's going to take a whole host of guys with him. Adamo, Reed Young, somebody went launching off the track. Opens the door for Kyle Robb to make up about 5 spots, go all the way up to 3rd.
Matt Burkeen is a former pro rider, doesn't ride pro anymore. Right, Chris?
Yes, sir. As of right now, he was actually going to make a return to the Nationals until an injury subsided him. Hunter Root up to the number 6 spot. Actually make that 5th as the Colonel, the versus PC.com Wonder Watch, moves up to 4th. Team Adept on the number 40.
Surprise, surprise, I don't have Hunter Root skins.
I have his helmet, and that is it.
Same. But yeah,
I don't have anything.
Versus PC one to watch. August Sanders running at the sharp end of the field. Chris, you may have picked a good one this week.
I found Jessica Mullins rolling around in the 11th spot. He's got some work to do if he's going to catch up to those Volcom boys, and we can see some drama unfold.
Yeah, he's got to watch out. Chase Blakely's right in front of him, and his computer just restarted, so he may be having some fresh computer issues here.
Not to mention, Blakely actually protested Mullins this week for a couple of racing incidents. No penalty or warning was assigned after it, but
Blake-
Blakely not happy about a couple of collisions last week with Mullins.
Yeah. Blakely
Blakely
also
a couple wins already on the year, actually 3 back-to-back wins overall the last
Exactly.
2 races. Washougal and Dilla.
Blakely
These guys
also,
trying to close in.
not happy about the alcohol consumption on on stream. Aaron, anything to say about Chase
I'll drink to
Blakely?
that.
A what?
Yeah,
Oh,
Aaron.
Mullins slingshotting the
Oh.
outside.
This is a NASCAR.
Around the outside, around the outside. Oh, Blakely.
Blakely shuts the door hard on him as they're trying to work around Cameron Lee. Mullins trying everything just to get away from Blakely. You can see it. He's trying to give him more than enough room. Knows that he's probably got a T-bone coming here. Check out this off-camber.
T-bones do
Ooh.
sound nice.
Yeah, I could go.
Here he goes, Blakely sending her down the inside.
25 ounces.
He's lining it up.
Looks good right about now.
Aaron, you're missing a tremendous battle on the screen looking at chat right now.
I looked over for a half second.
I didn't hear
Cameron
that.
Lee off the track allows both Mullins and Blakely to roll on through. At the front of the field, Armstrong under some heavy pressure from Mullins. I don't know what to watch right now.
Well, Mullins got away a little bit from Blakely. He's going to try to go after
So
Burkeen.
Fresqueezy at the front is railing around the outside. Trying to move into the number 1 ride.
All right, Chris, we need a little bit of help, Aaron and I. We were using in the 250 races passes around the outside to take shots since nobody was throwing dualies. Have you got any other criteria maybe we could fulfill?
I mean, you could do pike saves, but I don't know how many of those we're going to see.
Pike saves, yeah.
Um,
How about if someone just gets absolutely filthy when they whip? Not just like a just good single.
how about just something sick in general, like that blows our minds? Like a wicked pass around the outside would be one of those things.
Right, okay.
A sick whip. Oh, Armstrong is down, so into the lead goes Fresquez. It could be lead changes if you really wanted, but I think Tyson might make this boring. You might be correct on your choice for the win, but I was
Yeah.
killing it with my versuspc.com one to watch. As guess who is up in 4th still? The 40 of the Colonel August Thunder.
I know, he's right behind Hunter Root. We've got 3 Volcom riders inside of the top 5.
Ryder Rob, though, trying to go after Fresquez right now. Remember, they got together on the first lap. It's pretty incidental contact. Kyle might not have seen it that way, though. Battle is on right now between Burkeen and Mullins. Mullins going to go around the inside, and they're closed up on Armstrong and Sanders. Mullins, of course, trying to move around one of the Volcom guys. Now, Armstrong, I don't believe, was in that little shenanigans earlier. I wasn't here for it. I heard it secondhand. But is Armstrong also going to play a little bang bang with Mullins? So it doesn't matter because Mullins just went around the outside,
Damn.
around the outside. Hey, that was almost Dooley. Sanders threw it down sick over the big goal.
Can we call it dualies or not?
No,
I mean,
it was
Aaron
almost.
doesn't sound like he wants to do a shot. Yeah, August Sanders is absolutely throwing it right now. I think Fjellberg's playing for him.
Chris, I'm only doing a shot if you do shots.
Well, that would
He has
require me
4
going
children.
to the liquor store. And
good for
it's
him.
past 10 o'clock and the liquor stores are closed in Minnesota. Yes, we have to plan to party in this state.
Oh,
How are stores closed at 4? Sorry, whatever.
You can only buy alcohol at a liquor store and they close at 10 o'clock.
did you see that
Mullins around the outside.
Mullins, yeah, that was a ridiculous move. He made it look easy.
That was greasier than a bucket of chicken from KFC.
Oh!
Mullins is down.
Darn Mullins.
Thanks, Chris, and now I'm hungry.
That means Mullins will have to work around Blakely again if he's going to go to the front. But speaking of the front, right now Fresquez has it, but Hunter Root's moved into the 2 spot, and he dropped down a 157.4 last time around to a 201 flat from Fresquez.
So this is where that whole team player scenario comes in, Chris. Do you think Hunter Root kind of plays a little bit of a buffer here for Fresquez in second?
Well, I mean, there's 2 ways to look at it, right? Like, 1, I guess supposedly they're trying to help Tyson win the title, but 2, Hunter Root wants to get his 25 points to keep his number. He could just do it in 1 moto and then quit playing again. That'd be the ultimate statement. Go win a moto and then just say, I'm done now.
Yeah.
I got my 25 points.
That is true.
I doubt that'll happen. He's here. He's going to ride both motos, so I'm guessing he will not pass Fresquez or let him go at the finish is probably what he would do. I think he'll race in normally until the end and then just pull over.
Yeah, I mean, Fresquez is gaining quite a bit of points back as of now. I mean, we only are 8 minutes into this thing, but Mullins in 8th right now with Fresquez leading is not the optimal scenario for Mullins. I know that he has about a 25-point lead, if I'm not mistaken, but...
Yeah, battle for
point
third zone.
counts.
We're about to have a Volcom 1-2-3 going on. If Sanders, who's first PC one to watch, runs up in the third spot and throwing it dirty everywhere, which I love. Thank you, August, for doing that.
Hey, somebody's got to when all these guys are too busy tryharding.
Yeah, there goes Armstrong into another 3 spots. We got a Volcom 1, 2, 3. That's a steel fence if you're Jesse Mullins trying to get up into a podium spot that you're going to have to try to get through.
I will only take the Pringles if there's sour cream and onion.
Aaron's so drunk
Someone
he can't even
take-
say the word onion.
Someone take away Aaron's microphone as we're about to have a battle for the lead. This time around, 201 flat again for Fresquez. Matched his lap time, Route 158.5, so another steaming hot lap.
Yeah, these are already
159.8 for Armstrong.
these are already better laps than what we saw in the 250 class. Those guys were able to just sneak into the 157s, and now Root creeping up on the Fresquez, running consistently under 2 minutes.
Wow, 201 flat as well for August Sanders, matching Fresquez's lap times. You don't see that very often. Great job right now from the Colonel. Bat Burkeen putting the pressure on right now, trying to move up into that number 4 ride.
Just on board here with Root for a moment as we watch him reeling in Fresquez slowly but surely. Certainly no talent loss for Root, despite missing most of the season.
I don't think you can say slowly, but surely. I mean, it's definitely not going slow.
Quickly but surely moving up onto the rear fender of his teammate Tyson Fresquez.
Sounds
He's
much better.
inching closer. Inches that Cullen wishes he had.
Oh!
He's not wrong though.
Oh,
Root's
Root is down.
down.
Face full of dirt. Face plant.
He
Here goes
is
Armstrong.
gonna
Is he going to
lose.
get through? He almost runs right into him. Burkeen has moved around the Colonel. Here comes Kyle Robb going for the quad. Mullins comes with him. There's like 18 guys on the table at the same time. Mullins and Robb side by side.
Oh, Mullins is down.
I'm down to watch Kyle Robb go for that quad again next lap. Attaboy, mate.
That was ridiculous.
Hey, that's shot worthy, right?
Yeah, something crazy. Aaron, start pouring them.
God damn it!
I don't think it gets crazier than that.
Well, to make it official, before we drink our shot, Aaron's about to pour it. We have to see Rob next time by, Chris, and see if he is still sending that quad.
I have a bigger
All
glass
right.
than you. Just
Well, if I have to, I will go in TeamSpeak and tell him to send it. And he will not be scared to throw his
Yeah,
race
you're
away
right,
to send
please.
the quad, as he is on the ground. So we'll have to remember to watch him, as we're not going to watch him lay on the dirt. The battle is on for the number 2 spot. James Armstrong, Hunter Root.
Yeah, Root just got back around Armstrong, but Burkeen is coming with him, so this supposed qualifying speed that Burkeen has isn't really just qualifying speed, it's race speed. He looks pretty good tonight.
Yeah, I guess just motivated after, he's got some confidence after winning that beer tent championship at Loretta Lynn's.
Oh, was he the winner? I mean, were you there and you saw it in person?
I I saw it via Snapchat. He definitely was the champion. He was holding it down while I was not there. So,
You should have said yes.
if I couldn't be there to defend my crown, I'm glad I could pass it over to my buddy Matty B.
I know. I mean, when I went there with you in 2014, I had to get you drug out of there at 1 a.m., get off all the hookers that were there, man. Come on.
Oh, that's the person you did that to?
What?
Keep us on?
Anyway, back to the racing action.
Oh, we got lapped riders in the mix now as well. We're going to have to deal with moving on around.
Oh, wait, we got to take a look at Kyle Robb and see if he's going to send the quad. Well, he's a little far back.
Oh, don't go down again, Kyle. Oh, he gets into Blakely there, or Blakely gets into him as he makes a huge mistake. There's a stray low. Carlin, I don't know if Frazaka just gets nailed by Kyle Robb. Seabolt runs into him. Kyle is having all kinds of problems, but I bet he sends the quad if he doesn't rage quit before he gets there.
He might rage quit before he gets there. It's a good possibility.
I will broadcast during the race for Kyle to jump the quad if he doesn't do it this time by. I'm not scared.
He is not scared, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle Robb is going down the outside, Aaron. This is for the shots right now. Kyle Robb sending the quad up the hill. He is broing for it, and he did not send the quad. Chris, I think this is a disaster.
Failure of
Yeah, we
life.
wasted all the time. I'm going to TeamSpeak right now to tell Kyle to bust the quad out.
All right, well, we will continue talking about this fantastic race that is being dominated by Tyson Fresquez right now. Hunter Root is in second. James Armstrong is in third. Team Vulcan 123. Burkeen running fourth. Oh, versus PC1 to watch. Kyle Robb almost gets into Travis Hoffberger.
I will take over first one. I'm in Chris for the next few minutes.
Eli Block jumping in from the pits right now.
All right, Kyle has been notified to nail the quad next time by, as he was busy yelling at Seabold about being in his way.
All right, Seabold in Kyle's way. Adam Holm running into Travis Hoffman and creating a very awkward scenario on the off-camber.
Ooh, battle for third is on.
Continuing to be the greatest lapper of all time.
Come on, Hoffman.
Yeah, battle for third is on between Burkeen and Armstrong. Burkeen trying to use that outside, but it has just not quite worked tonight.
It gets you close enough, but then you don't have the angle going into the next turn. I mean, you have to really force a move or hope for a mistake from the other rider. It wouldn't surprise me to see Burkeen go for the quad with a front flip.
Maybe. He's not going to get a good drive.
He doesn't have the drive through the turn, that is for sure. He does throw a nice whip down, though.
Yeah, these guys are trying to stay low here. All right, so Rob was notified. We'll kind of go back through the field and see where everybody's located as
Hey,
we
we're
do that.
up at the 14-minute mark. Let's go ahead and nail out that versus PC.com top 10 rundown. Tyson Fresquez leads the way. Hunter Root rolls around in second. James Armstrong third. That's the Volcom 1, 2, 3. Burkeen fourth. Sanders fifth. Adam Holm throwing her dirty right now in the sixth ride. There comes Mullins. Cameron Lee. Race Carlin ninth. Kevin Frizaka 10th. There's Strelo, Tiberino, Davis. Yes, I'm going really fast trying to find Kyle Robb. And he is all the way in 21st spot. So he's getting down the hill right now. We want
Here we
to bust
go.
out the quad.
Aaron, maybe the shots?
No.
Oh, he's got the turn. He's got the
here we
run.
go.
He's going.
Oh,
Send
he
it
sends
in.
the quad. Cased it.
Step
Oh,
on, step off the
he's
face plant.
down. All right, shot turn.
Doesn't count. He didn't land it.
Too bad. So sorry, mate.
God, mine's full of beyond fuck.
Cheers. You want to switch?
No. I'm already in too deep.
Are you trying to keep?
Already in too deep. I hate when that happens.
I was gonna start singing a Sum 41 song, but nah.
I was already on
Battle.
the way.
Battle for the sixth ride.
Up above in my head.
Sorry.
Instead of.
Mullins is on the back of Adam Holm as I think Kellen is done at the bar and back to broadcast booth.
I'm here.
I'm not. I'm in my own world.
We are watching Frizaka versus Race Carlin, which is not a good battle because nothing's
Why are
happening.
you not watching Adam Holm versus Jesse Mullins for sixth? I have no idea. I don't think Kellen's listening to me, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
am
Should we fire him?
I'm watching Holm and Mullins.
We'll see if Mullins goes for the quad. He's got a killer run now. He had to check up mid-turn. Otherwise, I think he could have had it. He was in that channel when I told Kyle to bust it out. So you never know. As Holm goes
there
down,
goes
so there
Adam.
goes that battle.
Hey, Chris, our versus PC one to watch is kind of killing it this moto.
Yeah, pretty much. Running in fifth, August Sanders rocking the Adept number 4K.
Is it the first time that a VPC one to watch is done actually good?
No, that is not correct. We've had some great finishes. It's either you do great or you rage quit. Those are the criteria of being a versus PC.com one to watch, for sure.
Who's that down right there? That is Ethan Parks just getting up from a crash.
Tripters!
Moto Go is crying somewhere because he's not in the points.
Oh, I finish this.
Aaron hasn't even finished his shot yet. All right, so Chris, we are at another classic Tyson Fresquez Hunter Root showdown for the lead coming up on 17 and a half minutes. Once again, I shall ask you, does Root go for the win?
I'll
No.
go after.
No, like I said, he will. He's an ego person, so he definitely will pass him and try to run away, but he will wait for him at the finish.
All right, there you have it. Tyson Fresquez is gonna maybe win this thing no matter what because Root is the only one that's really given him a true challenge for the victory here. Hunter Root is definitely flying, but whether or not he's going to win this moto, that's still up for debate, as mentioned.
It was right here. He was about this close a few laps ago, and he went down. He's a little safer through the turn that time. Fresca is dealing with somebody just got absolutely dirty in front of him. I actually kind of want to go see who that was, because that was sick.
Yeah, that lap.
That would be Blake O'Brien, who actually was a really good lapper there as well.
Yeah. Root inside. Got him? Yeah. To the lead. Oh, copped it up though. Side by side still. Coming down the hill. Root to the inside. Has got the lead unofficially. Yeah, now he takes over the race lead and sends the triple up the hill. Wow, look at that line.
That's shot worthy too. We'll let chat decide.
I don't know.
Chris, I'm about to hit you.
I think that's a yes.
That was Hunter's fastest lap of the race. A 156.8 just got thrown down. That's a ways off their qualifying times, though. Wow.
We've got 2 for 2 in voting so far. It was shot worthy.
2 for 2? The whole chat has to vote.
Am I allowed to throw some insider information?
Sure.
In warm-up today, Hunter Root hit a 151 flat today.
Damn,
But it was only in warm-up mode, so no one cares because it didn't post to the server page. Hot lap hero, Hunter Root.
And I did a 49.
Callan, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the one championship that Hunter has not won, correct? He's won everything else, EMF and RF, right?
This year?
No, I mean, in general, like in the game and past, like he's won.
Yeah, except for he did not win a 250 national championship.
Okay, but 450 was he's won
The
both
Supercross championship.
EMF and RF Supercross
Yes.
and EMF Outdoors,
Yes.
but never won this RF 450 national championship.
Exactly, sir. Pretty much, Aaron, it appears the chat thinks that that was shot worthy.
If he does it again, then it's 100% shot worthy. Here he goes.
I agree.
All right, Chris agrees, and Root sends the triple into the corner smoothly as butter.
I think Tyson did it right behind him, correct?
No, he didn't. No.
Aaron
no.
is coming up with every excuse in the dictionary for why he should not be taking shots right now.
Well, I don't think he wants to go pray into the porcelain god. He might need to start taking some shots of water.
I've been drinking my water bottle.
We got K2B and A2B
Fortunately,
both up in the chat.
A2B.
A2B.
A2B. Fortunately, my
Burkina
new...
has gotten through the Volcom wall, by the way. He's up to the 3 spot. Mullen's up to 4th.
Armstrong back to 5th. I was about to say, though, fortunately for Aaron, my new best man, by the way, at my wedding, my fiance is here.
Congratulations.
Feeding us water.
Buddy is drunk as fuck. My name's Aaron. Not Buddy.
Just scream into the microphone. It's right in front of you.
Sorry. I apologize to people who are listening on headphones and earphones and whatnot.
You just blew him out.
Wow, we're only 20 minutes into this moto. Hunter Root is 4 seconds out in the lead. Fresquez did drop down to 158, so he got as fast as left the race in, but he's not matching the pace of Root.
All right, another question for you, Chris. Burkine running 3rd, looks solid, has good lap times. Does Mullins get to him?
Yeah, I think so, unfortunately. I mean, I love Burkine and whatnot, but I feel like there's probably a mistake coming from him at some point here. It's a 9-second gap, and that'd put Mullins right with him. But, I mean, I picked Jeremy Smith to win, and he's barely in the top 10, so...
Yeah, what's up with that? Jeremy Smith not racing anymore. His shoulder dislocation has kept him out, and yet for some reason he's not riding very
He
well.
qualified well, but he did have fell down in the turn 1. So...
He's riding Zach Prokop's bike, so that's the first time I've ever seen Jeremy Smith break the rules.
Wait, what?
Hey, I mean, Smith is in a pretty good battle here. We got Tiberino, we got Dago Adamo, Smith battling from behind here. Dago Damo is in an American sandwich for the Argentinian here.
Yeah, Jeremy Smith has a 156.3, so it's not like the speed's not there this moto. He's just having some troubles, and that's kind of what happens if you get buried in the pack.
If you guys did not hear me, Hunter Root did go down.
No, we
Hunter
did
Root
not hear you whispering in your closet, Eli.
Going down.
Oh,
And then
Tyson's
Fresquez
down.
down. Yeah, so Root takes the lead back. Here comes
See if-
Burkeen. This is going to be really close with Fresquez and Mullins suddenly, who's not too far behind Burkeen.
Yeah, Burkina is all over Fresquez at the moment.
Yeah.
Is that Kyle Robb in front of Fresquez right now? It is. It looks like he's pulling out of the way. I was wondering if we may see some shenanigans, but I don't think so. Surprisingly, Kyle hasn't rage quit.
Chris, we have now been compared. Aaron and I are SpongeBob and Patrick, and you are apparently Squidward.
What am I?
Mr. Krabs.
Eli Block is a...
No, he's the what's
Plankton?
the little freaking
Plankton.
dude? Plankton, yes. You're Plankton.
Oh, no. Moto Chasen, a.k.a. Chase Donovan, says that Eli Block is actually Gary.
I was actually thinking of that.
Gary the Snail.
Doesn't say very much, but when he does,
Thanks,
it's
Chase.
very important.
Hey, Chase could probably verify that Burkeen won the beer tent championship at Loretta's because he was there.
Yeah, but Chase is too busy plucking Josh Guffey's chest hairs, so...
You can come play
I
mine.
heard Chase actually sent it at night.
Did he really? Are you sure? You want to rethink that?
I mean, he didn't when I was there, that's for sure. It sounds like he didn't just win it, but he dominated that championship.
Dang, Matt Burkeen goes from finishing 21st 4 times in the Nationals to dominating the beer tent at Loretta's. I like it.
It's amazing what a little bit of support from Race Tech can do for you.
It's true. It really is. He had some fantastic valve work done in his arm. He's got those gold valves in his arms, and they were just lifting up those beers, no problem.
Yeah, well, and don't forget a little bit of coaching.
That's true. Chris, I could be wrong, but I feel like Rob is the type of guy that could put it down.
No,
No?
never drank a drop in his life.
What? I think you're lying.
He's a certified genius, by the way.
Well, he's a genius, but Paul Theed is the real guru, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
These days, it's pretty much Rob.
Wow.
I mean, they both are pretty ridiculous.
Hey, we got a battle for second brewing, Chris. This
Oh,
is
I'm
getting
watching it.
close.
I'm guessing you're watching it, but it's a battle, but it's not a battle. Like, they're just going really fast, and
Nothing's
there's like
happening.
no one's sticking a wheel in yet or anything. We're just kind of waiting for a mistake, I guess. Meanwhile, Hunter Root is just wheeling away 156.3 last time around. But does this change things as well? If Burkeen makes the move, does Root drop himself all the way to third to get Tyson
Yeah,
some
I
points?
don't know. I mean, we're getting to 26 minutes in.
Oh, Burkeen around the outside.
Not
Oh, he tried to send it hard, but Fresca's too good around that inside.
Yeah, on board with Burkeen here, watching from his perspective. This is like the rebirth, the renaissance, if you will, of Matt Burkeen. Suddenly finding his speed, finding his groove, and running a strong pace again.
Oh, Burkeen lost some serious time there. He didn't quite get the angle on that double end to get the second double angled all the way to the inside. Lost a little bit of time. He's going to have to go back to work, try to reel in Fresquez. And when these guys are just tenths off of each other's lap times, it could take a while. We're 26 minutes, almost 27 minutes into the moto.
Yeah, another hypothetical for you, Chris, if I may insert here. Root taking the lead from Fresquez, knew that Fresquez didn't quite have the pace for him. And I know Root and Fresquez are friends, but do you think on some level Root was hoping Fresquez would fall back to third or worse, so Root had an excuse to win this?
Nah.
Can I
All right.
butt in here?
Just bringing out the hypotheticals.
I will say, though, that watching this Burkeen and Fresquez, they're both going a really similar pace, but they're running a lot of different lines. So mad props to new track builder JGMX, killing it this year. The track says Burkeen now has a chance to make a challenge on Fresquez with a little mistake there from Tyson.
Oh. Almost lost the front end going back up the hill. Ooh, Fresquez has a mistake.
Oh, there's the mistake. Burkeen scrubs
Oh,
under him.
contact.
Both are down, and guess who's coming on by?
Mullins into second.
So now, Root does have a reason to win the Moto. If, of course, they stay like this. Or does he wait up?
I was gonna
Cause
say.
problems
I was
for
gonna say.
Mullins.
He might kind of lay back here. Another question is, does Root regret not racing the full season?
No.
No, I don't think so. I mean,
Thank you, Eli, for the input.
I mean, I'm guessing that he probably, in his head, oh, I would have won easy or whatever. But I mean, there's also the point if he'd lost again, he doesn't take losing very well.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, he is
In his head, though, he would have
here.
won. So I don't know.
Mullins does look pretty good, though. I will say he was right behind that battle and took advantage of these guys going down together. Do you think Fresquez is mad at Burkeen at all for that situation? Can't do anything about it now.
Nah.
He said take a nap.
Not.
It's like,
I don't think Tyson would be. He actually just made an error mistake, so he's dropped off of Burkeen. But I mean, it was his mistake in the first place that put him in that position. So I don't think he is. I mean, he's a pretty chill and realistic person, anyways. And by the way, I definitely got to say, I mean, I personally feel that, I mean, Hunter Root would have, barring something crazy happening, he would be in this title fight, if not to have a chance to win it.
Yeah, I would
No
agree.
one's ever really doubted his talent or speed or whatnot. I might not care for some of the things that he says or the way that he acts. I don't hide that very well. But I will also say I'm here streaming tonight because I wanted to watch Hunter Root race and see how he would stack up with these guys. And I mean, he's picked up right where he's left off as being a dominant force in the game here in Race Factory Gaming competition. So welcome back to Hunter Root. Exciting to
Chris?
have the drama. Makes for a good stream.
Chris, you're here for him and not for me. What the heck?
We can't hear you, Aaron.
Well, you're here for him and not for me. What the heck?
I know, believe it or not, I am here.
I believe it because I hear your voice, so I can believe it.
Wow, 155.2, Jesse Mullins. He's not out of this thing. We are past the 30-minute mark, and so the 2-lap board is out. 13 seconds is the gap. Mullins is laying down burners. One mistake from Hunter Root, and we have a battle for the win on our hands.
Yeah,
And
Mullins
Root
is,
has not let up. It's not like Root's waiting for him because he ran a 157.8 last time around, which is a burner lap in its own right.
yeah, Mullins has kind of quietly been putting together a really solid ride this moto. Like, he was pretty far back. Just not, I guess inside of the top 10, but not too far, not too close, I should say, to these guys running up front. And then he just started putting good laps together, got up close to that battle between Fresquez and Burkeen, took advantage of that, and like you said, just putting together better and better lap times, trying to reel in Root to maybe... Oh, and as I say that, he goes down. Commentator's curse at its finest.
Well, I will say, though, too, if there's anyone with something to prove, it's sort of, in a way, it's Mullins, right? I mean, Root obviously wants to prove that, I could beat him, and I could have been in this I could be the champion after the battle that they had last year. But Mullins wants to prove that, no, even if he was here, I would beat him. He's got a chip on his shoulder. Mullins really doesn't have a lot to lose. He has a pretty dang big points lead, so.
Yeah, and just talking about Root a little bit further, just want to bring up a point that Chase Donovan makes in chat, and unfortunately I was not here for this scenario, so I can't comment too much on it last year, but maybe you could, Chris. That Hunter Root still feels kind of cheated from last year's championship, given that he had severe internet issues at the last round at Indiana when he was in the midst of the title fight with Jesse Mullins, and believes he may have been unfairly maybe DDoSed or something along those lines. So
I know that
the reason why he's not in this series.
From what I've heard, and even a little bit of, I mean, I did at some point talk to Hunter after the racing last year. Is he feels either Jesse did it or had somebody do it. But it also stems to, there was an incident during a moto at Millville 2 where they were going for it was a last lap battle for the win, and Jesse jumped, I guess, sort of over a SpongeBob into the side of him, and it was ruled that it wasn't a penalty, it was a racing incident, and he felt that that was wrong as well, which I think Jesse was maybe given a warning. Sorry, my memory is a little foggy on the deal, but I think that was honestly at least the bigger issue, because I mean, there's nothing we can do about the DDoS situation. I mean, I think he might have blamed us for not doing anything about it, but I don't have any proof that Jesse did a DDoS to Hunter, and it's not even no proof. I don't know if he did or didn't. You know, I have no idea. I'd like to believe that it didn't happen that way. I mean, Hunter does have more than a few enemies. I mean, but there's a lot of guys out there in the community that have more than a few enemies. So
right, but that just that mindset wise kind of explains why we haven't seen Hunter all year, because he's been kind of reluctant to race this series given the past
well, I mean, it depends.
With Jesse and Race Factory and stuff like that.
To a lot of people, he says he wasn't protesting. He wasn't able to race for whatever reasons. He had swim practice or other stuff, and then he tells other people that he's boycotting RF. So I don't know what the truth is. And
well, the truth is tonight that he has come back in full force as he does win Moto number 1. So anything about getting into the mix between Fresquez and Mullins is kind of proved futile here. So
well,
Rude
I mean, he
back.
took a point away in a sense. I mean,
guess.
Instead of a 25, he gets a 22 points.
Yeah, Mullins still
it's
will
a
pick up
2-point
second
gap.
though. So, I mean, Mullins is pretty close to wrapping up this title. He already came in with, I believe, a 30-point lead on Fresquez or something in that area. So, Burkina ending up third. Fresquez is going to get fourth, loses 4 more points. I mean, are we looking at a scenario where Mullins could perhaps wrap it up tonight, Chris?
Shoot, I don't know. I would have to know the points, but Hunter Root is ahead. I don't know if he'll be able to line up on the starting line, and if he does line up, I don't know if anyone else's is going to be able to line up beside him. As he says, easy, need EMF for the competition.
Well, we'll take a quick look at the 450 standings while they're still out there. Mullins was up 431 to 380, so that was actually 51 points that Mullins was up on Fresquez. And now with an extra 4 points, it is 55 points. So Mullins basically just needs to not lose 5 points to Fresquez in the second moto, and he's your champion this year. Kind of crazy. Cameron Lee is going to pick up an 11th as we watch everybody come across the line. Strelo battling with, Seabolt, who's a lap down. So Strelo's going to get a 12th.
Oh,
Looks pretty good doing so. Tiberino looks like he's got 13th wrapped up. Versus PC1 to watch. August Sanders just did a 360 and rode out of it.
good job for him.
And he's going to pick up... Oh, he's going to get Tiberino for 13th. Doolies, Aaron. Doolies, we're going to take shots right now. Ready? Cheers.
Fuck whoever came with the duelist rule.
Here we go. Shots time.
Shots.
Looking at cuts. Doesn't change much. Hunter Root still wins this thing. And we're headed to Moto 2 in just a moment, but we'll be right back on the other side of this break with more Ride365.com Nationals powered by Versus PC.
No way.
RaceFactoryGaming.com would like to thank the following sponsors for their continued support. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the round number 11, Budds Creek National, the Ride365.com Nationals, powered by Versus PC. In MX Simulator, my name is Kellen Brower, joined by Chris Riesenberg and Aaron Hemphill in the booth tonight. Chris, 450 Moto 2 coming up. Have we got a Versus PC you want to watch in this one?
Oh yeah, straight out of Stream Chat, we're taking Billy Kunitz. Bad Billy.
Bad Billy Kunitz is
He finished in the number 22 ride in Moto number 1. He said he was almost top 10, so we're going to follow him around. I told him to do not rage quit.
Finished 22nd.
And to throw big whips.
Finished 22nd. Hashtag
yes.
Almost top 10.
He said almost top 10 and he blew it, so.
Hashtag almost top 10. And officially, Aaron is now out of the shot roulette. I'm the only one remaining drinking in the booth tonight.
Shots. Oh, keys to the Moto. Kellen, bring us some keys to the Moto. Or Aaron can bring some keys to the Moto. I bet his are really good.
Aaron's keys to the Moto are, I'm currently in the restroom, so I can't bring them to you. My keys to the Moto are...
So don't miss the start of the Moto by being in the restroom.
Yeah. My keys to the Moto are don't let Hunter Roos start in front of you, and stop Jesse Mullins from winning this championship. All right. Moto number 2 is
they're
on the
lined
line.
up side by side. Root and Mullins, first two gates. It's a sandwich of Volcom boys around Mullins.
Aaron made it back. It is time to go racing. Budds Creek Moto 2. Who's going to get that whole shot?
Hunter just moves over a little bit, but Burkeen moves over really hard.
I don't know how those guys didn't go down on the inside. That was really close.
Up there. Is that JS4? It is.
And Burkeen.
Maybe I called him a Moto too early. Burkeen, the reigning beer tent champion from Loretta Lynn's, sending it around the outside of Jeremy Smith, bar to bar.
And Dominic Tibber Nipples is in third. Burkeen with the front flip.
Shots.
Aaron, pour me a drink.
Fresquez, Root, here goes Kyle Robb, August Sanders.
Chris,
Sanders almost takes out Kyle Robb.
I told him.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a 1-2 of JS4 and MB8.
You want my glass or your glass?
Oh, sorry.
Like, my glass is a little bigger.
Oh, Peter the Locomotive just rear-ended Kyle Robb. What was he doing? He says we don't ever talk about him. We crashed out of the top 10 now, so we're not going to talk about him.
I think he was just trying to make sweet love to Kyle Robb.
God damn, I was gonna say that.
Root all over the back door of Fresquez.
I mean,
Kevin from Zappa. Zappa.
Much
better start
Root.
for him.
Root pushed Fresquez kind of out of the way there. Teammates side by side.
He let him go there. Oh, Kyle Robb has hit the deck. I think that might have been Mullins that just went tumbling. It was. He's laying on the off-camber.
Wow. Taking another shot for Burkeen, pulling a front flip while in the race lead. Oh, speaking of front flips, Tibber Nipples is on the ground.
No sense made there.
Hey, Chris, you picked JS4 to win that first moto. I think you waited one moto too short to pick your...
Yeah, I know. Falling just short is a problem I've had
It's
my whole
only
life.
2
Sorry,
minutes
bud.
in.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. Maybe I need to get Moser to write a story about you.
He actually has.
Has he?
Sort of.
Was it called Just Short?
There was a Just Short column with after Minneapolis this year with Gilmore. That was a text conversation between, because it was like Cody's 4th week in a row coming up just short. So they kind of ran out of things to talk about, and it may or may not have been a little bit inappropriate. And I thought I might lose my job, so it was slightly edited. But it was between Moser, Denny Stevenson, Cody, and myself.
Was there reference to hookers and blow?
No comment.
All right, no comment. So that means yes, which means Jeremy Smith is still leading this thing, and hookers and blow are lading the lines in Vegas right now.
Hookers and blow are nice sometimes.
As Aaron puts it simply,
hookers are people too. They need love also.
Anyway, Burkeen trying to run down JS4.
third is on as well, and it's actually a better battle than the lead right now.
Yeah, Root got around Fresquez, so this whole teammate dynamic thing isn't really working out in Fresquez's favor tonight, to be fair.
I mean, Hunter's got his 25 points, though, and so he could just lay back and plow Mullins a bunch of times, get himself banned, but he's got his 25 points, so he's all good, right?
I think he's all good.
Oh, Tyson just kind of went off track around the bumps and had a run. He might have been able to jump the quad, but he backed out. Root with the mistake, leaves the door open.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Root's just a little bit too good on this track tonight, Chris. He looks really comfortable.
You know who's not comfortable is Mullins. He's in 27th place.
What?
Crap.
He's buried back here. Damn, he's got a long hill to climb.
Yeah, he does. He's going up one right now.
You want to yawn a little, yes? Les?
We've both been up too damn early and been drinking.
I don't want to hear too damn
late.
early. I get up at 5 every day.
So do I.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
My dog's waking up at 4:30 every morning.
Okay, so back to the racing.
Correct. Jeremy Smith
Thank you, Eli.
and Burkeen
Oh,
are still
Tyson's
leading this
down.
game. Hey, are we looking at a Burkeen possible overall at this point? 4-2? No, 1-3 for Root, huh?
What place did Burkeen get? He got third, I thought.
Did he?
Yeah, he got third.
Well, still Root 1-3.
Well, if
thought
Burkeen
Jesse
wins
got
the moto,
around
it'd be
him.
a 3-1, but he's got to go get Jeremy Smith.
I thought Jesse got.
And Root would have to not pass Jeremy Smith as well.
Correct. Can someone please explain to me what got into Matt Burkeen this week? Why has he been somewhat mediocre all year and then finally breaks out of his shell a little bit at Butts Creek?
A woman.
Are you
I'm
saying
telling you, he was
he had
training
relations?
really hard for the Beer Tent Championship. Now that he wrapped it up, he's been able to play sim again.
Okay, I'll allow it.
He finally got sex.
He's been taking the shots with you guys.
Alrighty.
So we took a focus on that.
I think he might have got to actually ride a dirt bike again. Could be wrong on that. I don't.
Are you sure you're not talking about D-Mills?
I don't know.
I had you thinking about that one at least.
No, I was actually thinking. I don't think Burkeen's back riding. He did start school or some crap. We're really off subject tonight. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to call the action, but I'm having more fun just kind of roundtable BSing as August Sanders just died, so Fresquez is going by him into 6th.
Hey, who's our versus
First
PC
is
one to
upset
watch
over
this
it.
one, this moto?
Billy Kunis!
Let's go back
take a
and
look.
find him.
We're going to be
Remember-
going
I
back a
remember
ways, it
August
looks
Sanders'
like.
first moto.
Bad Billy's running in the 30th
I think I
spot.
gave him a second.
Let's see if he throws a whip over the big gulp, because I did tell him not to rage quit and to throw whips.
This is weird how it happened.
I mean, he tried to get a little
Mediocre.
sideways. He's got another shot here on the tabletop as he's going to go around. I think that was Trip Tez, Mr. Ethan Parks.
No, I think it was Heckman.
No, it was Heckman. Heckman's not.
No,
having a
it
good
was Heckman. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was.
moto. No, I was just saying no, as in like I'm bummed for him.
Sure.
Yeah, Bad Billy's not doing so good this moto, Chris.
Go back to 36 and maybe Kyle Robb will jump the quad again.
Update on Mullins. He was in 27th. He's up to 13th. And shredding the gnar through the field.
Speaking of shred the gnar, I'm going to go ahead and watch Eli Block's suggestion here. See if Kyle Robb sends the quad.
Well, he is a lap down already.
And he didn't.
That's negatory there, Captain.
Well, I don't think he wanted to land on Jeremy Smith.
Why not? It'd be fun.
Yeah.
Look at the race going on. Reed Young and Zach Williams, St. Laurent in the mix with August Sanders.
Oh, the Colonel hangs it up in the rut a little bit. Almost takes Reed Young. There's Chase Blakely.
Dang, it's real almost three wide going up the tabletop.
Sanders, the only one really throwing it, though, and he almost gets around Blakely. Now he's got the inside. He's going to throw a scrub down. Watch it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, naughty.
That was a duelist.
Aaron, you're not even drinking anymore, you wussy.
I haven't drank in like a month.
That's not my
I've been drinking my whole
problem.
life.
I don't drink. Eli, thank you. I don't drink that much.
Clearly.
Chris, I live a healthy, unhealthy life.
Yeah, make sense of that. This guy's giving him a best man speech at my wedding.
Oh god.
I don't have to try to do it sober.
All right, back to the racing though. Tyson Fresquez is going after Kevin from Zaka.
Oh yeah, privateer.
Yeah, what's up with
Kevin
that?
Zach is, he left the BPC Husqvarna team.
He did
He's
leave.
going to be some hot property here in the off season.
Yeah, man. He needs to join the PVC team and start laying some pipe to the ladies, if you know what I mean.
Oh, little slide out. SpongeBob says hello. Which one of you guys is SpongeBob?
That would be me, and you are... No,
So
Aaron is Patrick.
I'm Patrick.
No, wait, what did we decide? You and me,
I'm
Chris, or...
Squidward.
No, he's Squidward.
You're Squidward. Eli Block is Plankton.
No, Gary. That's what.
Or
that's
Gary,
What, that's what the
yeah.
chat agreed upon.
I'm surprised he hasn't been meowing since then.
And Heckman must have rage quit because he is in chat.
Yeah.
Gary. Eli, if you can just meow for the
He
rest
called
of
him
this-
Gary. He called him Gary.
Oh,
Sorry,
this
Eli.
stream is off rails more than Peter the Locomotive like.
Eli, if you can just meow for the rest of the chat, it'll make probably everyone's night.
Oh, if you check back the 11 and 12 spot, we're about to have a battle. Another one of those classic Devin Davis, Jesse Mullins battles.
So
Oh,
classic.
I love those battles.
I don't know, man. Right in front of those guys is a better battle, in my opinion. Blakely, Sanders, and Young are still tickling each other's culos right now.
I think Sanders has it right here. He's moving kind of through these guys. Sanders is on rails at Bud's Creek. Nope, never mind.
Man, they just laid each other out. And that
You're
classic,
not supposed to do it in the middle of the track.
that
But
classic
they look
Devin
like-
Davis, Jesse Mullins battle is really coming about here.
You know what I give that for a rating?
No, we don't
Okay.
care, Eli, but you know what we do care about is the fact that they battled probably more on the forums this week than they did on the track. Here goes Mullins to go around Davis, or is Davis waiting for him to punt him?
Do
Would
it.
not surprise me.
No balls.
Almost.
Oh, Davis is down. There goes a forum post and a half right there.
I actually searched it up today. He has 6.95 posts per day.
I am up to a 11,000 offset, so I'm not going to be able to call the action for a minute,
0.95.
ladies and gentlemen.
Mullins went down. He ran to the back of Blakely.
Blakely.
And the chemistry major goes through. Mitchell, Reed Young. Is Devin Davis going to get to Mullins? Or are we going to have another classic? August Sanders just threw sauce in front of Devin
Hunter
Davis
Root's
right
in
now.
first now.
Hunter Root is looking to go 1-1 apparently.
Too easy.
Broken Boner 13 in chat telling it like it is. I am twisting bottles. Nope, twisting throttles and popping bottles.
I'm still waiting for my donuts.
That's not my problem.
How do we go from bottles to donuts?
Chris, can you explain to me why Jeremy Smith is losing this race?
Well, Hunter Ritt's pretty fast.
Is he though?
Yes, he is.
Maybe.
Pretty fast to stay stupid shit, too, but he might be even faster at playing MX Simulator.
Are you sure?
I don't know. It's a pretty good battle.
I mean, it's a good battle, but it's spread out enough that it's not a good battle, you know?
No, I'm not talking about the battle on the track. I'm talking about the battle between saying stupid shit and going fast in sim.
Yeah, I could see it.
His name's Kellen, not Kevin.
Yeah, same thing. Like how my name's Eli.
He's
but not
asking for
Gary.
Kevin
Let's
Frazaka.
let's check in on Kellen Frazaka. He's running in the 6th spot, right behind Tyson Fresquez, going for 5th. What do you think about that, Kevin Brower?
Oh, you know, and me, Kevin Brower, in his own right, thinks that Kellen Frazaka is doing a great job out there for Team Tomac, privateering it up.
Hey Kevin, how do you think of this racer now?
Yeah, I think Kellen Frazaka looks great out there, honestly. I think he's doing a great job giving some tail to Fresquez here.
I'm an idiot,
Give it a
sorry.
little bit more than 10.
Oh, Kellen Frazaka hit the deck.
Aw,
Gets
darn
on
it.
lap
Bad for
from
Kellen.
Come on, Kellen
Brandon
Frazaka.
Holdsworth.
What a disappointment.
Thank you, Boner. I know that already. I got
Aaron
Kellen
just-
sitting next to me.
Aaron,
Sorry, I got Kevin
I would
sitting
like
next
to
to me.
point out to the chat that Aaron just thanked a boner.
I mean, they're kind of handy.
Thank you.
Kicked with them.
Battle for second's about on now. Burkeen's closing in on Jeremy Smith.
Oh, cool. Honolulu just ran a 56. Ford.
What do you run in practice again?
52.
52,
But from what I hear, they were cutting off the side of a tabletop jump.
You know, I heard in this weird format that they call these warm-ups, where they put on these coats and jackets here under 51.
Yep. Then Kellen for Zachary just came in and railed to 49.
Yeah, myself, as Kevin Brower, decided that it was a pretty good lap, but it wasn't quite legit as he did cut the track.
Hey, our versus PC.com one to watch all the way back in the number 26 spot is in a sick battle right now with Moto Gogo's best friend, tripped as Ethan Parks. Well, he was until he just slid her
Nothing
out.
like Billy Kunitz in the number 26 spot.
Oh, here he goes.
He's down.
Down hard.
Jesse Mullins goes down twice in the same section. Gonna go back to 14th or 15th? Or 14th?
I don't know, but the locomotive is trying to get around number 26, Billy Kunitz.
Check out the battle for 5th and 6th. They were literally underneath each other.
I'd
Holy
like to
crap,
know
Kevin
more about
Frazaka,
that.
James Armstrong.
It's Kellen.
Kellen Frazaka just plowed Armstrong.
Look at Kellen Frazaka go. Beautifully, mystically,
Oh, Kellen,
61
You
on
missed it. You
privateer
missed it on the
team.
stream.
I'm sorry, I was too busy watching the Colonel.
Okay, well, do you want to look at the battle for 7th and 8th then? Adam Holm, Chase Blakely.
Yeah, I mean, the
Chase-
chemistry major's
Chase-
doing as much as he can to try to catch that guy that doesn't like drinking on the stream.
Then there's Brandon.
You should take a shot for that.
Well, I mean, he hasn't done anything sick yet.
Well, if Adam Holm passes him, that'd be sick, right?
I think so. I will take a shot if Adam Holm passes Chase Blakely.
How about if Honolulu hits a 55? Will you take a shot for that?
I might, but I would actually prefer if he did a 51.
How about a 49?
I'll take a shot for a 49. But not for the 49ers. I don't like that team.
Hickman, I can hear him, so it means you can hear him.
What the hell is a Hickman?
Hickman?
Whoa. Kellen for Zach is in 4th place?
Whoa.
Eli, no one could fucking hear you.
Oh, God.
I guess, Kellen, you could turn him up. Or Kevin.
I could, but he would still sound kind of like this, where you could barely hear him.
I can't even fucking hear you. And I'm sitting next to you.
Hey, you know Kellen Frazaka's looking pretty good right now.
Why are we still on for Zaka?
Because you said Kevin.
Holm is about to make the move around Blakely with a dirty ass scrub, and please.
Oh, he takes him
Oh.
down. Eat that, Chase. Tell me more about streaming while drunk.
Now you got someone else to stream while you're drunk.
Yeah, Chase. What if you get passed by Devin Davis? How you gonna feel about that?
That's a foreign post.
We have a battle for the lead right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
I don't know, Chris. We got another classic Devin Davis, Jesse Mullins battle going on here.
Oh, are we going to show the 14th place riders instead of the battle for the lead, Kellen?
Hey, Jeremy Smith started going fast again. He learned how to ride a dirt bike again.
Just like
Yeah,
you.
but he's still not sending her into the rollers. Hunter Root has that line on lock, and no one else can match it.
But is it faster?
Well, he wheelied away by about 0.3 of a second doing it, so yes, it is faster.
All right, I'll give it to you.
I hope not. That's not really the way I swing. Lappers galore out on this racetrack. I think that's Mikey Strelo getting out of the way like a good old lapper that he is. Thanks,
Aaron,
Mike,
throw me
for
one
not
more
being a douche monkey.
Mix or non-mix?
Mix.
Okay. It should just be a straight up.
Jeremy Smith is throwing her down right now. He's going for it.
Yeah, why is he on Zach Prokop's bike?
He must not have that dyno, I would guess. He's been riding the 250 a bunch too, remember?
I mean, that's true, but I'm a little saddened by the inability for Jeremy Smith to follow the rules.
I don't even think I busted a single pun out tonight, and Chad is loving whatever the hell I'm doing.
It's because I'm here and I'm drunk.
Wow, that's some high praise for yourself, Aaron.
Says Kellen for Zachra.
That too.
Let's go to our pit reporter live from the closet, Eli Block. We have a new leader.
It is JS79
Number 309 in real life, Jeremy Smith.
Shack Attack 12. Number
Look at that.
7. 371.
If you take a look back in the number 25 spot, riding for System Decal, on the number 773, cutting the fucking shit out of the SpongeBobs, trying to catch up to her boyfriend Roy, it's Barina!
And if you go back to 10th and 9th, there's another classic Devin Davis and Jesse Mullins battle. I swear if you cannot hear that.
I actually could hear you, Eli, live from the closet, and we're gonna check out Mullen's gonna scrub a dub right on by him. Watch it, right here, calling it.
Wow, Chris, you missed a call.
Shocker,
Way to
about the
go.
80th time tonight.
Oh!
I did miss the call.
But
That's the forum
sex.
post. Yep, there it is. Artie, he
what
stops in chat.
He's
Come on,
already
Jesse.
posting. He's already posting.
It's about to get really interesting as Davis slides up alongside, cuts over on his front
Oh
wheel.
man.
This is gonna be good.
This is I see so many forum posts in my future.
Come on, come on.
Quit posting.
She's lining him up. Too bad
Wow.
Devin probably
Wow.
not going to be able to match the pace.
Did I just see Devin Davis throw some restriction on his own self? He could have Rush Chapman'd him, and he didn't.
I'm pretty sure the Come On Jesse was definitely a hotkey.
Did he really chat that?
He did, yes. Before he probably even stopped, it was out of the air. He was already saying, "Come on, Jesse."
Come on, Jesse.
I think he was just cheering him on.
Come
He just
on,
really wants him to
Vominos.
do good.
Jesse, let's go.
Hey Nate.
I think I just got. Never mind.
Eli Block still in the closet.
Come on, closet Eli. Holy 156.6. Jeremy Smith is for real, ladies and gentlemen. Hunter Root not able to match the pace. Right now, 22 minutes into this moto, Jeremy Smith getting it done out there.
You guys ever had pace salsa?
I've had salsa.
Bet you have. You had pace salsa? What about Pace Motorsports? Chris, you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Oh, man.
Whoa, who just.
That would be Dylan Copeland riding Jeremy Smith's booty. Hey, Hunter Root might still win this moto, guys.
Good chance.
All right, Eli Block from the closet says, good chance.
I'll send you the picture, Kellen.
I don't want it.
Kellen, Kellen's probably about a 6.
Aaron, if you were to put money down on Jeremy Smith or Hunter Root to win this moto with 7 minutes and 2 laps to go, who are you putting your money on?
Sean Klein.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to win this one tonight, unfortunately.
Oh, Smith with the mistakes gonna allow Root to draw a little closer.
I still want donuts.
He's in chat. I think Root is going to close in and win this thing. What do you think, Chris?
Nah, I don't want to comment.
No comment, really?
You don't want him to win.
You're really going to go Marshawn Lynch on us? You're just here because you don't want to get fined?
I just want Jeremy Smith
Kevin,
to win the
calm
moto.
down.
Just
Alright, I'll
because
go
I
with
love...
Root.
Hey, I had to eat a whole lot of crow last week when Mr. Russ Chapman won a moto.
Was it delicious?
Well, no, but everyone got to watch me eat it. And speaking
Oh!
of eating it, absolutely ate it. And what I want to say was I was hoping he's going to be eating a whole lot of crow after this moto after saying how easy it is to win.
You want to say he was hose hoping?
Don't count Matt Burkeen out of this thing yet either. He's just still running 5th gear somewhere. Yep, over the finish, 5th gear. Matt Burkeen running in the 3rd spot. He
Oh.
is not that far out of this thing.
Bachelor party goals right there. Hose hoping.
It's only 9 o'clock.
Hey, Kellen Furzaka running in the 5 spot has some serious pressure from Atom Home.
Look, it's the chemistry major, Aaron.
My hands feel smooth. Hey, I'm not a chemistry major though. I'm a biology major.
All right, biology major, Aaron.
That's chemistry. That's my. You just spit everywhere over the desk.
Hey, Kellen, you know every week how I tell you when we start talking about, hey, our versus PC one to watch, by the way, just plowed Adam home when Adam made a mistake.
Billy Kunitz really just made a big problem, didn't he?
Well, I mean, honestly, Atom made the mistake and Billy just, bad Billy slammed him. But anyways, I was getting off subject like we like to do on stream, as the gap for the lead is only 2.5 seconds right now. I always tell you, we talk about Donut MX, and I said I've never watched his streams or one of his videos. Well, I finally made it over to his YouTube channel, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm watching some Donut stream earlier today during the 250 motos.
Yeah, he's a funny bloke.
Shit. Good ass shit. I will be
He's-
watching more Donut. There's more donuts in my future. Not that my diet needs them or anything.
I would agree. I think there's a little bit too much honey glazed going on, but I could probably consume some chocolate glazed, and I would be
But
okay
I
with
will
it.
definitely say, anyone here at the SYS channel, if you have some extra time, want to see some more sick sim videos, go check out Donut MX. This stuff's pretty funny. Way more funny than me. Funnier. Which I don't know what's correct. God damn it, I don't know English. Than Colin and
That's
myself
Colin over
and Drunk Aaron and Eli in the closet.
He will bring more laughs than me, but whether or not he will ever do a video with me, I don't know. I still don't. His Facebook is deactivated, and I can't figure it out.
You have to get on Discord.
But I don't.
That's a problem.
It is.
My fly's down. I just realized that.
Can you go put it up?
My flies down, can you go put it up? That does not sound good.
Thanks for reminding me. I really have to go poop, but I'm stuck in my closet.
You
Hunter
should've
Root is
brought a
absolutely
toilet.
laying it down right now trying to catch Jeremy Smith.
Check out Hickman, apparently.
All right, I'm checking out Heckman. He
And he's yelling it.
is buried somewhere in the pack. He is out of the race in a solid 36 spot. I'm loving it.
Hey, check out the battle for the lead right now. Jeremy Smith under some serious pressure from Runter Hoot.
Who?
Runter Hoot.
Who?
Runter Hoot.
Mike Jones?
Mike who?
Mike Hahn.
I get it.
He deleted Facebook. explains it.
I don't even know who you are on the forums, Donut, and this battle for the lead is ridiculous. Why are you not talking about it more, Chris?
Just watching what's going on.
Clapper.
Thaddeus Janice is trying to battle with Kyle Robb. Kyle is sending it in front of Hunter, but he's trying not to get in Jeremy's way, clearly.
Are you sure?
They are in a chat together, yes. Kyle is definitely trying not to get in Jeremy's way.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Are you sure?
Or to who? I'm sorry.
Runter Hoot is stuck right now. Lap riders galore.
This battle is really boring with these lappers.
Well, I mean, there is 2 lappers separating them at the moment. I think if Hunter can get a clear track, he has a chance to reel him right back in. He's definitely got some speed. Oh, he's going into the crowd. He's going to hang out and get a beer at the Tiger Designs tents. Coming on back.
Aziz
That
Ansari
Burkeen
is
is
dead.
right there. I'm telling you, do not count Burkeen out of this moto.
The 10?
This race is hella boring for the podium.
How's Kellen doing?
I don't know. Burkeen trying to close in on the route. Hey, we're 29-30 into this moto. They might get the 2-lap board this time around.
Kellen
don't know.
just destroyed himself.
Yeah, where is Kellen for Zach at?
5th, 6th, 7th.
Yeah, he just got passed by Tyson Free Squeezes, huh?
Fresh squez.
Well, he likes giving hugs.
I like hugs.
Really?
Only when his eyes are blazing red.
That's every, 24/7.
Yeah, and he's dealing with the chemistry major too.
Who's also action
2040.
Alex Heckman, I don't hate Hunter Root. He just dislikes me. And therefore I reciprocate some disliking.
Yeah, Kevin doesn't like him as much as...
Yeah, Kevin Brower isn't a big fan.
Hate's a strong word.
Hey, Adam Holm and Tyson Fresquez are throwing down some dirty ass whips and scrubs battling over the 5 spot.
Well, why haven't you told me earlier?
Well, I just went to it and I'm like, holy shit, they both just sent it. But I'm also trying to keep an eye on the lead because Hunter Root is absolutely sending it after Jeremy Smith right now. And I didn't see if they got the 2-lap board or not that time around.
Beast K Ripper is seriously concerned for my health. I am totally fine. I am flying out to Pennsylvania at 6:40 tomorrow morning, so I have plenty of time to sleep if I need to.
But I'm
Another
drunk.
shot then.
You going to Steel City, Kellen?
I am not. I wish.
I went.
Dualies! Aaron, pour me a shot.
God, that was
Oh,
fucking
Jeremy
quick.
Smith almost gets into a lapper. That was trip test, I think. Hunter Root is now all over the back door.
Wait, you said...
Right where he wants to be. Straight in behind, locked in, loaded.
Did you
Get
say
on
trip
there.
test?
Oh, man. It is on. Like what, Aaron?
Like Donkey Kong.
Eli Block beat you to the punch, Aaron. You're not even a good best man at this point.
I was gonna say like a bimbo on my dick.
What?
Hunter
You're
Root is
scaring me.
all over Jeremy Smith. He's putting the moves on. He's trying to round third base.
He's
Not gonna
sliding
be able to
into
do the
home.
triple.
Yeah, he made it home. I think he's safe. Is he? Are you sure?
I don't know if he's safe. We're gonna wait for the umpire call. As
White
the
flag.
white flag is out. Last lap battle. Jeremy Smith is gonna save that.
Damn!
That's the shot.
Damn!
Yeah, son, we can find... Yeah.
That was a 154 from Hunter Root, by the way.
I'm taking another shot.
I feel like pouring any Canada Dry in there.
He's gonna hit a 51 here. Just watch it.
Ugh.
Actually, it looked like he
Colin's
stopped.
delivering a baby at the moment.
Is Jeremy Smith gonna win this moto, guys? Please.
I'll think so.
Eli Block, I don't like that enthusiasm.
I mean, wait. Actually, he's 1.7. He might have a chance.
Kevin Brower does not approve.
Shit.
I want Kevin Brower's improvement of my life.
Well, your life has been approved, but your opinions are not.
You're good. Have another drink, buddy.
All right, I have to take another shot because Jeremy Smith landed a whip that he shouldn't have. I'm gonna be so drunk on a plane tomorrow.
I'm
Drunk
not
on
Dutch
a
Bentley.
plane.
Yeah, you know Dirk Bentley, don't you, Chris?
Oh! 479 is down, down, down. And that's all she wrote, folks. He comes back to racing, talks a whole lot of shit on the way to going 1-1. And I guess if you go 1-1, you can probably talk crap. It ain't a good way to make friends, but it's a good way to go 1-1 in MX Sim and
Ronnie Mackett.
Well, Hunter Root's return to racing
hey,
has been
Mullins is all the way to 7th. What did he have to do to win this championship?
quite spectacular. Hunter Root's gonna go 1-1. We're gonna watch the championship battle. I think Mullins is gonna win it. He was 55 points up, and he needs to keep Fresquez 50 points or more behind. Is that the case?
Yeah, he's
Fresquez
fine. There's
fifth?
only one spot between them right now.
Yeah.
Come on, Fresquez.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Quiet your face.
Come on.
We're yamming, yamming, yamming. I hope you're yamming
country?
too.
The country Yaman?
You mean?
There's no country yamming.
Yes, there
There's
is.
Yemen, not Yaman.
Oh my god.
You could say either
You're
way.
correctly like that.
You got the English version, then you got the British version.
Meanwhile, Tyson
Yeah.
Fresquez is
Thanks, Aaron.
about to pick up 5th in a effort to claim this title that will become ever-lending futile. Jesse Mullins might take home this championship with a 7th place. Here he comes, down to the line, unofficially. Jesse Mullins has three-peated. The 2017 Race Factory Gaming National Championship is all his, unofficially.
You know what boggles me? You're able to keep track of the points when they're in a random place in the race.
What?
Do you know Moto?
Are you Moto, bro?
Hello, Moto. Chase Blakely gets 9th. Devin Davis gets 10th. Forum posts incoming. William St. Laurent gets 11th. The Colonel,
I
August
just realized
Sanders.
it's tomorrow already.
Actually, it is only 9:17 p.m. Thank you. August
Eli,
Sanders
go to
gets
bed.
12th.
But it's 12:17 here.
Hey, some guy that lives in Argentina is going to get 13th. What do you think about that, Eli?
Is there supposed to be a joke behind this?
No, I think it's quite clear that someone from Argentina got more points than you tonight.
Everyone gets a lot more points than me tonight
Brutal.
because I'm slow.
Doiron, Copeland, Janice.
Eli,
Siebel lost a
just
spot.
go to bed, buddy. Just go to bed.
Siebel lost a spot to Lee. Davis 10.
Boner,
Blakely
go to
9.
bed. It's too late
Frizak
for you.
8.
You have school tomorrow.
Mullins 7. Holmes 6. Fresquez 5. Armstrong
Tomorrow?
3rd. I'm out of virtual memory. That is the end of the stream tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Chris Riesenberg. Thank you, Eli Block. Thank you, Aaron Hemphill, for joining us tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We'll see you guys next week for the Ironman Indiana National, the final round of the Ride365.com Nationals powered by Versus PC. See you guys then.
I won't be here. Bye.